I want to invite you on a journey with Job. For the month of October, pastors and congregants will be reading Job together. It's the heart of the lectionary readings. And Job is a challenging text. We don't know exactly when it was written or who wrote it. We don't even know if there was a historical character named Job. But it's a text that challenges our understanding of good and evil, morality, and God's place in the world. In the first lectionary readings for October 7th, there's a meeting of Congress. Congress is meeting in heaven. God has called them all together. And God seems to be on the verge of giving a State of the Union address. And in the course of God's address to them, God points out very proudly Job. Job is the most pious of people. Have you considered my friend, my servant Job? How pious and good he is, God says. But then out of the crowd a voice comes. It's the voice of Ha-Satan, who later is identified with Satan. In many ways, Ha-Satan is a private detective or a district attorney, or as later church tradition would call it, the devil's advocate. And Ha-Satan asks God, do you really think Job is that pious, that good? He's had everything given to him on a silver platter. He's wealthy, he has children. He's the most important person and most respected person in his community. Don't you think he's doing it just because you're blessing him? Perhaps his piety is all about the fact that he's gotten the good things in life. Well, God takes the bait. And of course, this is a legend, and it's not necessarily intended to be a portrayal of the one true God. But God takes the bait. God's a little thin-skinned, at least in the book of Job, and says, have at it. Do to Job whatever you want. I know he'll be faithful. And so God releases his protection of Job. And Job loses everything. Friends, family, wealth, children, status, place in society. He even loses his health. He's lost everything. He's even close to, as the song says, losing his religion. Because you see, Job grew up in a culture, the culture of Deuteronomy, that believed that the righteous prosper and the unrighteous suffer and are punished. And conversely, if you're not prospering, if you're poor, you must have done something wrong. And if you're doing well in life, well, you must be good. This is the challenge. Job is facing a theological crisis. We know he's good. We know he's righteous. And yet he loses everything. Well, Job, the book of Job, is an opportunity to reflect on our own suffering. It is, as the title of our book suggests, an opportunity to find God in suffering. It's an opportunity to reflect on all the good and bad answers, to explain why people suffer, or as Harold Kushner would say, why bad things happen to good people. Job is a type of theological Lysol, intended to clean and cleanse us from bad theology. It may not be definitive about the right theology, but it's clear about what theologies don't work. And it challenges any easy answer we give to the problem of suffering or evil or tragedy. I commend to you a serious look at Job. And if you have time, take a look at my book, Finding God in Suffering, a journey with Job. You're headed for an adventure. It may shake you up, but God is with you.